Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for August 9th through the 15th. Sorry guys, I shook the camera. It is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out your other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. All right, so we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, the near future. Once we clarify that, I will pull that spread and we'll get into your person's energy, your energy, the possible outcome, as well as the romance angels and the oracle cards. So I'd love to say a big, huge thank you to everyone who's been here with me. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, comments, subscribes. I appreciate you all so, so much. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. That information is in the description box below. All right, let's get started. This is for Gemini. Let's see. All right, so we have the High Priestess in the recent past with the Queen of Cups and the Tower. Okay. And then in the current energy, we have the Four of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords in reverse with the King of Wands in reverse. And then in the near future, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Your overall energy for this particular week is the Seven of Pentacles. This is very much about having patience to see where things go. So it doesn't matter what stage of relationship you may be in. This could be about your friendships. This could also be about things that had, because the Tower is sitting right here, fallen apart in the past. Maybe you're considering reconciling with someone, a friend, a family member. Something of that sort seems to be coming about, and you're going to be sort of keeping an eye on things. Let's see how this goes. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I will at least give it a chance to see if it can either rekindle or go somewhere. All right, so let's look at the recent past. So that's the High Priestess is all about your intuition. I'm sensing that there was a tremendous amount of love and energy and kindness and just constant nurturing for whoever these people are. And it's as if they didn't recognize just how much you were giving to the relationship. Now, this could also just be that you've been giving yourself a lot of love. Your intuition started to either kick it up a notch or has really helped guide you in a way that maybe before you didn't recognize. You might not have been aware of it at one point, that, oh, when I feel this, that's why I do certain things. Now, it does tell me that this is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy and then another Scorpio. So could you be dealing with those signs? Absolutely. The way she's sitting here with the Tower, it's almost as if you knew things had to change. There was a sense of, I'm ready. I feel it coming. I think I'm going to be okay emotionally through this situation. If it's got to fall apart, it's got to fall apart. It's never easy for those big changes to happen in our life, but I feel like you are doing the best you can to emotionally push through it, trusting that your intuition is guiding you to make the right changes. This could also be that something really beautiful has just changed, and or you're having significant changes in those relationships in your life that had hurt you in the past. Now, the Chariot in reverse says there's a moment where you didn't think things could actually move forward. So you're going to have to apply this, sorry, I have a gnat, to your life, whether it's a relationship, family, friendship, any of those things. Now, it does feel like it's somebody from the past. So I sense that this is someone who's been in your life for quite some time. All right, now let's put this back down and we'll get into your current energy. So we'll clarify this in just a moment. Now we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse with the Eight of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. Somebody is a little bit insecure. I sense that this is somebody else that you were dealing with in your life, and someone has an issue with the changes that you're making. They don't like the fact that, sorry guys, I don't know if you saw that, but I just swatted that bug. I hate to kill anything, but it's really getting on my nerves. Okay, so somebody is insecure about the changes that you've made. The fact that you are open and willing, very connected to your spiritual side, your intuition, you could have abilities that are starting to show up, and it's making people uncomfortable because you're seeing through them. You're starting to see that they have these insecurities. So you're coming out of a place of feeling where you might have felt stuck for a bit. Now you're open. The Four of Pentacles in reverse is you're willing to give. You're not somebody who holds back. So as you start to express yourself more, this person feels more and more insecure. That's too bad, right? But these are the types of things that happen when people have these awakenings. It's in order for you to realize that sometimes just because someone is close to you that you've known forever, a friend, a family member, doesn't mean that they have to be in your life. If this is how they're going to act, then you're not going to stay stuck in those relationships anymore. You have too much to offer, and you're too open about how giving you are, that this person doesn't belong if that's how they're going to act. If they're going to be jealous or insecure, that's on them, right? Don't let them project that onto you. So then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles. So as soon as you release these energies, and it looks like you will have already walked away if you choose not to reconcile with whoever these people are, it looks like there's a possibility. If you leave the past in the past and you don't focus too much, to me this is that, it's dead, it's done, it's over. There's a need for a new start. So it's either close out the old cycle and say, let's just put the past in the past and move forward so we can have this new beginning. Let's start from a stable place, from a different place. If they're not open and willing to do so, then you may end up wanting to take this step on your own and just say, okay, we did the best that we could. All right, so let's get clarifiers for the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. This is for Gemini, please. So we have the Six of Cups in reverse, so that's very much about old energies. The Knight of Swords, and then we have the Four of Pentacles again showing up, and the Lovers in reverse. So if this is somebody who decided to walk away from this relationship, you could have, or they did. I'm going to say both because I can never be 100% correct as to who walked away from who. But in this case, it feels like that person still has unresolved energies. It's like they want to come in and tell you that they understand that things weren't balanced in the past, that they were selfish, and maybe even admit that they have some insecurities and that they really want to balance things out. So the Knight of Swords is all about moving quickly to, speak their truth, or it's bringing a message in a sense, or somebody that wants clarity around what's going on. So to me, that says, with these two cards on either side of that that's what this person needs to tell you. They see that you are so loving and giving, and maybe they too have picked up on some things as far as their intuition is concerned. I think a lot of people fear that you can see through them now. So that's the sense I'm getting. The energy from this particular person, if it's someone that you dated, I feel like that's part of it, and it's almost as if they want to come in and make sure that this is so weird. I don't feel things like this normally, but it's like they almost want to come in and try to convince you that what you think you know isn't true. And you know it's true because you are seeing through things in a different way now. Yeah, this person really doesn't like it. Okay, so let's look at the Queen of Cups with the Tower card. This could be a sibling of yours that all of a sudden you've gone from like being there for them to shutting them off or cutting them off, and they don't like it. So they're kind of coming in with a little bit of manipulation and attack mode. I know that sounds strange, but that's what I feel. All right, so we have the Two of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is good. And then the Hermit card. And then we have the King of Swords. So once you take care of this, if this is just family, and I don't mean just, but if this is family, that's family situation. If this is a relationship and you decide that you're not going to deal with this person, they're just too insecure, they have too many issues, then I do see that there's another energy that wants to move towards you after you close this out. So once that Tower hit in the past, you might have met somebody new. Now there's two different energies. I feel one that might be a little bit younger and the other might be a little bit older. It doesn't mean that they're older or younger than you. It just feels like there's a difference in age. So the Two of Wands is very much about seeing in the future, the light at the end of the tunnel. So after this disaster, you've been holding yourself together and you're finally starting to see the light. Now, it could be because you have very supportive people in your life. The Knight of Pentacles could just be someone who's there for you, who's stable, could be a friend who's, understands where you're coming from. The Hermit can represent lots of different things. In this case, I'm going to say this is somebody who's got a lot of wisdom, and they tend to want to come help you see things maybe that you can't see for yourself. In other words, hey, this feels really crappy right now, but I'm here for you, and we're going to look at how bright the future can be beyond this troubled situation. So whoever this person is really has your back, and they tend to see when, they always know when somebody's kind of shady, is what I feel like. So hopefully all of you have somebody like that in your life. Now we have the King of Swords. I don't know why I'm picking up on this, but I feel like if for some reason you're having to either separate or divorce someone, that this came up as the lawyer card in my last reading, and I feel like that's what it is. So if for some reason you need a lawyer, then I feel like you're going to get a good one. Somebody with a lot of integrity and that cuts through the BS. Like somebody that just doesn't put up with anything. There are really good lawyers, and then there's, mediocre. And in this case, I feel like if you need one for something, then you're going to be okay, and you're going to find a really good one. All right. So let's look at the Four of Pentacles in reverse with the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have the High Priestess again, double confirmation, 10 of Wands in reverse, and the Moon card. And then we have the Five of Pentacles upright. So that is definitely walking away. And I said maybe you had already walked away. This is confirmation that you did. You left somebody out. It could have been them. Somebody walked away from this situation, someone who was selfish and obviously very insecure. Now, again, the High Priestess. This is double kicking in because it's Spirit's way of saying you really got to pay attention to what you feel in your body. If somebody walks into a room and it feels heavy, or you feel that pit in your stomach, or your skin starts to tingle, something doesn't feel right, then you know that's not a good energy. And I think you were starting to feel those things and maybe not realizing why, and now it's kicking in. So this is very much about releasing any of those burdens. The Moon in reverse, it's also releasing fears around, maybe you had to release somebody from your life and there was a fear of losing them. It didn't feel good. The Moon's also about things coming to light. So trust that anything that you don't know or that you need to know is coming to the surface. It's going to be shown to you. It's coming soon. Right now, I feel like there might be a few things that are being held back, either by this person or just information that you need to know that's going to be important about, God, I wish I could nail this. I'll see if something else comes to me, but there's something that's going to relieve you of stress that you're going to find out about, and you're going to know how to move towards it. Your intuition's really, really powerful. All right, let's look at the Eight of Swords in reverse with the King of Wands in reverse. This is for Gemini. So we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. So this person this person has problems with money too. The Seven of Cups, and then we have the Hierophant. So remember I said the Hierophant to me speaks of marriage. So high level commitment. Maybe the two of you both were going to church, or you believe both in spiritual things, but this person didn't do it with integrity and you did. In this case, I'm going to say I sense that not only is this person insecure, but they're also having difficulty financially. The Seven of Cups tells me that maybe they kept their options open, and that was another part of their game or their issues. There's a lot of confusion in the relationship. I think this person confused you a great deal. They were not clear about where they stood. Regardless of how long they've been in your life, they feel completely unstable. They just do. All right, so let's look at the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. Walking away, trying to start fresh, having a new beginning. The Strength in reverse. So it was pretty difficult, it looks like. Four of Swords, and then we have the Page of Swords, right? And the Judgment in reverse. So it definitely feels like it was difficult to walk away from. So you may feel a little bit tired, a little bit worn out. Your mental energy has probably done a little bit of that as well. So right now, I think you're just keeping things to yourself, and that's probably a good idea. In the near future, I'd say if for some reason you're going through a divorce with this particular type of personality, I think you're going to think, keep things close to your chest, not speak up. This is someone who doesn't come back and say something. They're kind of sitting there with a little bit of an emotional immaturity, or, they have an immature way of communicating. And I have a tendency to believe that stirs people's mental, their ability to process things. You know what I mean? I know that sounded really confusing. My brain got a little fuzzy for a second. It's like they just wear on you. They wear on your mental energy. They get confusing. Exactly like I'm doing now. Like I can't remember my thought. I feel like that's what that person did to you. It's like they'd speak up and you'd say something, they'd speak up and try to intervene in the conversation in a way that confused you. Like it just feels confusing to me. I can't even speak clearly. All right, so let's look at the Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles, the Magician in reverse, and there we go. That's a Ten of Swords twice with the Sun in reverse. This situation really needs to come to an end. If you haven't completely separated yourself from this energy, this is Spirit's way of saying, you've got the double Ten of Swords. It's time to close this out. It's been difficult enough. If you've gone back and forth, the decision had to have been hard to make, but there's this brand new beginning for you. This could also be feeling completely betrayed at work and like you just don't have a purpose to stay there anymore. Things could come to light. This is following your intuition. If you think somebody at work is doing this, or they have issues around their own, people have insecurities, period, and they can project that onto other people. So if you're dealing with that at work, I can see where you had somebody there that also supported you, but there was someone else, possibly a boss, that was really difficult to deal with. And it's almost as if this person like stabbed you in the back or was difficult and created drama where there just didn't need to be any. So Spirit's really emphasizing to get away from this. It's done. Like, how much more can you take before you move forward? The Ace of Pentacles could also be an unexpected opportunity. So that I would keep your eyes open for. Something could come towards you to help break you away from this awful betrayal and difficult situation. Now, I do feel really good energies around you. If you have just started something, or you are interested in somebody from the past, whatever it is for you, hang out for a sec, think about that person, and we'll get into their energy. This is for Gemini. All right, so I see the Two of Wands, which tells me somebody thinks about the future when it comes to you, or you're thinking about that with them. This is for Gemini's person's energy and theirs. All right. So we have the King of Swords in reverse with the Moon. Ooh. The Five of Swords in reverse and the Star in reverse. Okay, this person's... Whoever you're dealing with doesn't have to be the one from the main reading. This person's confused. All right, so both of you are right now. The Page of Swords. Okay, for those of you who might want somebody from the past, somebody needs to speak up. Because both of you are in reverse. We have the King on this side and then the Queen on this side. Doesn't matter which you are, meaning male or female. So this person's holding back. They're not speaking up. They could be hiding some things. If you're questioning whether your person is hiding things, I'm going to say absolutely with the Moon energy. There could be fears for them as well about drama or drama-filled situations. Something about this person feels like they hold back quite a bit. I'm just going to put out the caution. The Star in the reverse, this is someone who needs to do some healing from dramas that they've dealt with in the past. So whether it's childhood wounds or bad relationships, whatever it is, I don't think they've opened up about it and told you why they are the way that they are or why they tend to hold back. I just don't think they have the ability to be honest about some of that stuff. It could be very difficult, like traumatic stuff that's happened to them in their life. So with you, I feel like you're holding back as well. You may not be telling this person everything either. Now, you are the one I sense is going through a breakup. You could have to complete things as far as paperwork, stuff like that. I said you'd probably get a good lawyer. This tells me that that has to be handled and you're focused on that. Now, the devil in reverse is, to me, you're releasing a lot of these toxic energies. So maybe you don't want to share what you're going through with this particular person. And I think it's got you kind of in your mental space. So I'm not sure where this is really going to stand. Let's get the romance angels and see. All right, there they are. All right, this is for Gemini. So we have playfulness, retreat, worth waiting for. Okay. This could be the one. I like that. And then finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. You could feel that way if you're having to put out a lot of money because you have to go through a divorce. That could be why that's interfering. Maybe that's for you because you're trying to release this toxic past situation. It could be for them as well, and maybe they just don't want to talk about it. They could be going through something difficult. All right, so we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And then we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So where you stand and just where your energies are right now might be a little bit confused, but this tells me that there's some kind of a connection here. And I think I said in your main reading that somebody new could have come along that's different and more passionate. I did say that, right? I'm not getting confused with the last reading. So you may have a new energy that has shown up in your life that could be not just the supportive friend. We felt the very clear lawyer, but I feel like there was another energy that might be showing up for you as well. So this could be that person. All right, let's see what the possible outcome could be. This is for Gemini. All right, we have, that's great. No more juggling. Maybe a little bit of impatience, but no confusion. Okay. The Page of Pentacles. It's just moving really slow. I think there's a need, even if there's some impatience. Things will move forward, but it's going to take some time. Somebody still has some healing from the past to do, and I think that's going to be you and possibly them as well. But I do sense that there's not going to be a question about whether you continue to see each other. So if there seemed to be juggling or you felt like there was, I don't think there's going to be any more. Temperance in reverse, yes, it can be a sense of impatience, but it's also impatience because you like someone. And that's what I sense. I do feel, if I thought you two weren't meant to be, trust me, if you watch my readings, I will straight up tell you, this isn't going to work. In this case, I just think there's stuff surrounding the relationship that might make it a little bit hard for it to get going in the direction that you really want it to. All right, so let's look at the Lover's Oracle. This is for Gemini. Okay, that one flipped. We have, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. That's perfect. And then we have sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So you may have a really good connection on that level. All right, let's get some wisdom of the Oracle cards to close this out for Gemini. Last couple of messages for you. This is for Gemini. All right, we have to the sea. And then we have chaos and conflict. Yeah, we know that's going on here and now. All that glitters, and then exchanging gifts. All right, so with to the sea, that's a 7. This to me is very much about nurturing yourself, relaxing, just taking a break, I feel like is all they really want to say, because there has been quite a bit of chaos and conflict. I mean, what we saw, it could be some pretty difficult energy to deal with. And then they're saying, please focus on the here and now. That's important. This reduces to a 5. There's a lot of changes. There's always changes happening in our lives. We're always closing out one cycle, even if it's a small one. But it's so important to just stay right here, right now, and try not to focus so much on what's already happened and what hasn't happened yet. All right, and then we have all that glitters. Yes, things are going to look good in the future. You're going to move forward and find that shiny place of happiness. We all go through the ups and downs. It could be every couple days that we do. So I try as much as I can to tap into all the different energies you might be feeling through this time. So I hope this helped. I hope some of it resonated for you. Thank you again for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I appreciate you all so much. Again, if you'd like a personal, that's in the description box. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you in next week's reading. Lots of love. Take care.